Untitled Chapter! What's up, everybody? This is Domingo here on Network, and today's video I'm going to be doing my top 10 underrated Street Fighter characters. So I gotta say that these characters that are on this list is very underrated and has not appeared in Street Fighter games for like a long time, you know. And also in this list, right, I'm not going to include underrated characters that is on Street Fighter 5 and also Street Fighter 4 as well, because to me Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 4 is not really retros, you know. Although there are good games, don't count me wrong, I really enjoyed them. And there are some underrated characters like in Street Fighter 4, characters like, you know, Yang, Cody, and Guy, you know, Poisons, and, you know, and then you got other characters who are underrated, like in Street Fighter 5, you know, and stuff like that. But those characters I just mentioned, they're not in this list. And also, guys, when I mention these underrated characters, right, I will mention their last appearance in the Street Fighter game as a playable character. Now, here's the thing: there are some characters that is on this list has appeared in Street Fighter, but not as a playable character. So I'm not going to count that. And not just that, but also I'm only going to count the characters who last appearance in the Street Fighter game was playable character, and only the last character Street Fighter playable character. Keep that in mind. And of course, Street Fighter is one of the best fighting games of all time. It's a fantastic, fun, amazing game. You know, for 30 plus years, you know, this game has been really tremendous success. Of course, over the years, like old school nostalgia games and stuff. Like, it's amazing. You know, it's really amazing and stuff. And not just that, but like, man, 30 plus years of Street Fighter, like, it's amazing. It's really fantastic. And of course, I really enjoy playing games like Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, playing 12 the nostalgia game for back in the days. Oh man, successful game like this. I really love Street Fighter so much. One of the best fighting games of all time. But let's not waste any time, guys. And I also got my little tablet right here because I do have to write informations about these underrated characters. And of course, I got my to-do list on the and I really love the to-do list. The to-do list, you know, like you want to write down information and stuff or whatever you want to write it down. It's a really good app, you know. I recommend getting the to-do list. It's really helpful. But let's not waste any time here. So without further ado, let's get this started. So here we go. Number 10, Saddam. Saddam is an American character. To speak in Japanese, he is a comedy object of ridicule and failed attempts at the language. In the Japanese version of Street Fighter Alpha, Saddam's inability to speak closed Japanese is primarily on his whim. Quote, by having him use English words, he is trying to say, with a Japanese translation, on the below, Saddam wears tabby and getting gauntlets, blue jeans, body armor, and a samurai kabuto with a mask on the front of his outfit. Saddam has attempted to spoil the lines of Japanese Kenshi Shi, meaning death. However, he was not written to kanji prior to. And he does have his meaning, and he lost. He has never been seen fighting without a pair of little and patina swords, making him one of the few characters to appear in the Street Fighter series to use weaponry. In the Japanese version of Final Fight, the katana blades from Final Fight. However, in Street Fighter Alpha 3, if the player plays as Saddam in XISF mode, then Saddam will use his katana blades from Final Fight instead of the Jito. Saddam has appeared in Street Fighter Alpha Warriors, Dream, Street Fighter Alpha 2, and Street Fighter Alpha 3. Saddam's last appearance as a playable character was in Street Fighter Alpha 3. Alright, number 9, Ace. Ace is a character who was introduced in Street Fighter 3X. Is a government agent who has been ordered by the Prime Administrator of his nation to find information about a secret weapon being developed in an underground base. Ace uses a custom fighting style, which the players can edit by passing a series of trials indicating his character editing mode. Thus, Ace has access to the wide variety of technicians, including Cammy's Killer Bee assaults, Elena's healing, and some of his own. Ace's last appearance as a playable character was in Street Fighter III X. Number 8. Alan. Alan, who appears as a secret character in the original Street Fighter X, as an original character in Street Fighter X Plus, and X Plus is a fighting who was said to be the strongest freestyle karate fighter on the American karate circuit until his experience when his first defeat was against the young Ken Masters at the All-American Martial Arts Tournament. Ken told Alec that he was only a big fish in a small pond. Motivated by these words, Alec sets out to prove that he could be not only the best, he could be the best not only in America, but in the world. Although absent in Street Fighter X2 and such games, he made an appearance in the Akira development arcade games Fighting Layers, where he seeks to defeat stronger opponents on South Island. Alan returns in Fighting X Layer, determined to defeat the recent revived Generals to prove himself. Alan's last appearance as a playable character was in Street Fighter X Plus. Okay, number 7. Area, who first appeared in Street Fighter X2 Plus, is a young girl with braided hair. She is the daughter of the scientist in victory, and her eldest insists to surpass it. When her father's invention failed to sell, she notified them as weapons and tests them into the combat against the world's greatest martial arts in battle. She wears a pair of high-speed rollerblades and a mechanical right arm codenamed Cancer. In Fighting X Layer, disappointed by her investment, lack of fame, she seeks out invaders coming into contact with his daughter, Piran. Along the way, Aria's last appearance as a playable character was in Street Fighter X2 Plus. Alright, number 6. Remy. Remy, who first appeared in Street Fighter III Third Strike, is the youngest equivalent hair Sebastian from Paris, who seeks revenge against his father, a martial artist who is abandoning him and his sister. After Remy's sister died, his comes to the body in an ice casket, which he keeps in an underwater cove in the Bay of Biscay. Remy takes his aggression out on other martial artists by challenging him to battle. Remy's rival match illustrates this, as such incident appearance and challenge surprise Alex, who thinks him nothing but a troubled man. In this ending, Remy realizes that he has been intimately following in his father's footsteps. He makes peace with his sister and follows a new path. His attacks are similar to that of Guile and Charlie Nash, but no notable connections enough has been established. Remy's last appearance as a playable character was in Street Fighter III Third Strike. Okay. Number 5. Eagle. Eagle is a bounder from England and a master of the stick fighting delivered from the combinations of X1 and single sticks. He craves to appear all fighting arts, searching for the perfect duel. He is introduced in the first Street Fighter as a computer-controlled opponent the player faced in England. One of his voice win quotes is "The show must go on." He appeared as a selectable character in the crossover game Capcom vs. SNK 2, having become a secret agent for MI6. From there, he was inducted to the GBA, Game Boy Advance, and PSP versions of Street Fighter Alpha 3. He has special moves named the Century, Liverpool, Manchester, Oxford, and St. Andrews. Eagle's last appearance as a playable character was in Street Fighter Alpha 3. Number 4. Q. Q, who first appeared in Street Fighter III Third Strike, is a mystery individual in a trench coat and hat. Those faces essential by an expressly metal mask based on the main character from the series Robot Detective, Robot TDK. Q is being tracked by the CIA because of his first and numerous strange disasters. Nothing of his background has yet been revealed. All of Hugh's techniques are named in description for rather than with traditionally styled moves named, as if they were given by people who were watching him fight. Hugh's last appearance as a playable character was in Street Fighter III Third Strike. Number 3, Ingrid. Now, Ingrid was selected to appear in a canceled Capcom fighting game All-Star arcade game using the nickname Eternal Goddess, but her emanations was completely withdrawn into V, and she was introduced as a playable character in Capcom's fighting game Jams for the arcade, Xbox, and PlayStation 2. She entered the Street Fighter universe in Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max for the PSP. Little is known about her, although Alpha 3 Max presented some possibilities about her true, little is known about her, although Alpha 3 Max presents a little bit on her origin. Her source of power is what called Psycho Power, telling M. Bison that the Psycho Power is her power and that he has stolen it. Her power was so intense that if given the chance, she can actually break Ryu's madness if he ever scrums to the San Antonio, Ohio. How M. Bison came to the person of the items is never explained, though it bears up in response to the crest on her head. When M. Bison was eventually defeated, she comments that a regular human being like him couldn't possibly control such power and take the whole cycle drive with Ingrid's future, as she did with other Street Fighters. Ingrid's arcade ending reveals that she has the power of time to travel, sending herself to the year 21X, where she noticed that Ryu is up to something interesting. Ingrid's last appearance as a playable character was in Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max. Number 2, 12. 12 is a humanoid creature introduced as a playable character in Street Fighter III Third Strike. His stage background shares with Negro in such Saint Vasco Caneros. 12 is the ultimate humanoid weapon developed by Guild's organizations. He has a shape-shifting body that is improved and straight-length version of the Pyro-type body given to Negro via the XCOPY. Super Arts 12 has an ability of a brilliant copy of his opponent's form and moves. His target was filled with despair, and when he corners, though, his object was to track down Negro and Ifrit, who are Ifrit from the organization. 12's last appearance as a playable character was in Street Fighter III Third Strike. And last but not certainly least, number 1, Negro. Negro, whose real name is Luna, was born in a pool village near a lake. He is the third of 4 children, with 2 older brothers and a younger sister. He's also known as a massive data after the collapse of the Soviet Union. He wanders off from his home village and into the valley of Moscow when he comes into the contact with Guild's organization, which remodel his DNA to turn him into a living weapon, granting him superhuman flexible ability and fighting style similar to his like computer, then programming into his brain with cyber implant. Negro has a long reach and usually throws direction. In his ending, he is tricked by Gil and left for dead in a physical until he was rescued by a young darling Ifrit, and the pair go on the journey together. Negro's story in the same Street Fighter in Street Fighter Second Impact, in which he gave the nickname Super Electrical Magnet Alien. In this game, he also has a role as one of Hugo's potential final bosses and tag partners, forming the tag team Thunderbolt. In Third Strike, Negro and Ifrit are purchased by the agents of the organization, but still living in the hope of the truth and liberty. In the end, Negro saved Ifrit from falling into the ages of the unwilling St. Sebastian Railroad. Negro's last appearance as a playable character was in Street Fighter III Third Strike. Alright guys, so that's it for this video guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my top 10 underrated Street Fighter characters. And that's it for this video guys. So don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe, and post comments in the comment section below, and tell me what you think about my top 10 underrated Street Fighter characters. And also guys, what Street Fighter characters that are underrated that I did not mention on this, and also what is your Street Fighter characters that are underrated in your opinion? Let me know in the comment section below. And that's it for this video guys. So this is Domingo Hero Network. All I can say is take care, have a good day, goodbye everyone. And Domingo Hero Network is signing out. Peace.